Games Done Quick has become a regular celebration of speedrunners and the amazing feats they're able to pull off in video games. And best of all, this is all tied to a charity event, meaning every donation goes to a good cause. With that and AGDQ 2022 wrapping up, let me take you down a list of highlights from both this year and past events. Our first highlight takes us back to AGDQ 2014. This was the year that Sinister1 pulled out a blindfold and showed the world that Punch-Out could be legitimately tackled by sound alone. While it wasn't his first time attempting this, he certainly showed the world what was possible. Here are just a few highlights from the event.
Yes. All right, so this next guy, when I'm doing single segment runs, is called the Gatekeeper, because he's really difficult to get past. He's one of the most random fighters in the game, and that's not too good when you're trying to fight him blindfolded. So he's the Gatekeeper and blindfolded as well.
While Sinister1 would eventually get taken down by Mike Tyson, he made it further than ever deemed possible by sound alone and Punch-Out. At the time, Mike Tyson was thought to be virtually impossible blindfolded. Inspired by this run, D-Tysonator would eventually prove this possible. Continuing with the blindfolds, in 2021, Bubsya proved that he could not only beat Super Mario 64 in 39 minutes and 9 seconds, but he could beat a 3D platform game completely blindfolded, utilizing only sound and music cues. The mastery of Mario 64 on display here is astounding, with Bubsya performing complex platforming while blindfolded, while using punches, walls, and camera tricks to stay on course.
We're not going to use the cannon to get this star that is inside a wall. We're going to fall alongside the wall and somehow magically grab it out of the wall, but it's a very precise setup. And yeah, for precise setups, you need precise inputs, and punches, for example, like here, to move forward the exact amount of, distance really helps to set this up. Finding ledges like here, punch again, some camera manipulation. This is a very complex one to actually explain every input of. He got it first try, that's awesome. People like to call it that. Jumping below this platform. Oh no, we can actually see here. Maybe I can't hear the game right now, but you should be able to hear a shuffle sound. Because like, how do you know you're at a wall? How do you know you're in a corner? Those two actually have a different sound cues. So a wall is kind of like shh, shh, shh. You can't get close to the bombs.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Uses the whoosh sound to time this throw. I think it's a 2-frame window.
Early. No, first try, dude.
Wow.
Time, by the way.
Time. GG.
Dude, it was a pretty good run, I think.
But how do you take blindfolded and keep raising the bar to preposterous levels? Well, this year's AGDQ 2022 had Mitras show us how to play Sekiro Blindfolded and beat it in just over 2 hours.
Just for a little background information as the game loads up here, there are 3 people in the world that have done this, I believe. Mitch is, of course, the first, and in my opinion, you know, the legendary blindfold runner for it. And then I have also done it one time. I took 5 hours to do it, but I did do it one time. It's a slam into that, and then he's gonna do a thrust, and then he should do kind of like a rage attack, which is like 5 deflects in a row that'll perfectly line him up.
All right, lining him up in the corner right here. Just has to get a little more on the posture. Throwing down those firecrackers, getting the stuns in between, even throwing in a little bit of pocket sand. And that looks like it's gonna be a perfect setup. Unbelievable. I can't believe we just watched that. One more health bar to go. Another Yashiriku sugar.
Yeah, and we see, okay, there's a second MD. He probably needs 2 more for finishing this off. It looks to be a pretty good position. It depends which way Ishin dodges here. He might get stuck on that wall. Oh, he squeezes by and he's gonna do it. That is it.
The no damage.
Amazing work by Mitch here. A flawless final boss fight. First try. That's super, super, super impressive.
Unbelievable.
Another aspect that has become standard over the years for GDQ is races. While it's fun to watch a great speedrun, sometimes it can be even more exciting to watch a head-to-head speedrun competition. In 2014, we saw a 4-way race in Super Metroid, which exemplified just how intense and fun these races could be. The contestants, 4 of the best Super Metroid players in the world, were neck and neck just about the entire race, and near the end, one of the furthest behind players, Krauser, managed an incredible maneuver on the top right screen to catch up.
3, 2, 1, go. Let's go, my good.
These are 4 of the top players in the world, and their personal best times are separated by 45 seconds or less, which is insane because this run is about 45 minutes long. So this has got it. Garrison right after that.
Ivan's got it. It's Ivan. So you'll notice because they got grabbed, they have to go back and get their health back. That's something Krauser might not have to do if he gets this. Oh, he's got one section in the way. He's up and over. Ivan gets the shine spark up the climb. Zost right behind him. This is down to fundamentals at this point.
Yes, it is. Ledge grabbing. He's got it.
Ivan up the parlor, gets steamed. He's got to watch out.
Looks like
As long as he does not get hit by steam, he should have this. He gets
hit. But so does
Zost gets hit as well. And Ivan.
This most recent Games Done Quick, AGDQ 2022, saw some incredible speedruns in its own right. The first I'm going to point out is this Hades race.
For races, we actually make a few modifications to the game in order to even out some of the RNG to allow the player's skill to really shine through.
Yeah, and some of you may be noticing that these runners are making their decisions incredibly quickly, so quickly in fact that you're not going to be able to keep up and read what they're selecting. At this point, these runners, they're skilled enough, they can sight read everything. They'll just snap pick things before you even recognize they're on a screen.
Tona's actually picked up epic rush delivery right before the end of this, so oh wow. He has so much damage right now.
That's 455 Doom procs. Oh man. It is just absolutely melting away. Seagull's not far behind here, just entering the Hades fight now.
Ow.
$36,000 out of $90,000.
You're all incredible. Yep. That's amazing.
That's so good.
We can probably space those out a little bit, right?
No.
I need to do 10.
Pet that
Just
dog.
now.
Pet that dog. 12 pets.
Count them out.
It has been fascinating watching the evolution of Dark Souls speedruns ever since way back in 2011. These speedrunners make a challenging game seem simple and pull off incredible techniques and skips that require the utmost mastery. So it was a blast when this year's AGDQ 2022 decided to include an all-bosses race of Dark Souls featuring Dan Flesh and Regal.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
Perfect.
He like the
We're good. Sources line up between the different weapons and how early you can upgrade them.
So that was the last point. They're both going to be synced up for a while.
Yep.
So Regal's going to level up some dexterity, and Dan is going to go and kill this Black Knight in the hopes of getting the greatsword.
Oh, Hollow was not very gentle. I got a legit sword.
Oh, he got the actual sword. Nice.
Oh my god.
It's like a
There's
like a 1 in 4.
26.7.
Yeah.
26.7% chance to
shot
get the
in the
real sword.
back.
I'm going to talk about Dan. He's going in to do Sense Gate skip, while Regal is going to fight gargoyles.
Yeah, I'm trying
And
to
this
get
is
through
another
this
thing-
dangerous room.
Yeah. Because of the difference in weapons, it makes it faster for Regal to do this early, while Dan is going to use when he comes back to fight gargoyles to upgrade, or to get the upgrade materials for his weapon and do some other menuing. All right, so yeah, Dan has triggered a death cam plane. In this area, there's a death cam plane and an actual kill plane. And by doing that parry, you push yourself sort of slightly out of bounds, and you can trigger the death cam plane and not the kill plane. That gives you this weird-looking top-down camera.
But because you move camera down, for some reason, like, dogs behave differently, and they never make it in time. And you can 100% safe punish Capra.
Also, you're going to know Dan just falling through the world here.
Yeah.
As he talks about the camera manipulation, just casually falling through the world. Yeah, so what he's done here is a transition clip. There's an area transition from Lower Undeadburg to the depths. And by quitting out, he manages to, I think it's you store your position in Lower Undeadburg, but the map is the depths, or one way around or the other, and you just fall through the map that isn't loaded because your position's really on the other map. And this lets him skip running through the depths, and you can just jump over the fog gate straight into the fight with Gaping Dragon. Going into the DLC from that bonfire is a lot faster than running from any other bonfire. Yeah.
This roof is real weird, like hard to get up. There we go.
It sort of wants to push you in weird places. Yeah.
I'm gonna do a clip and bounds up here ahead as well.
It's like the same mechanic.
Should be 2 parries here. Hopefully he doesn't. Oh, that was ice! Messed it up. Same thing. Okay. All right.
All right, and Dark Lord.
All right, that's the quit out that we were talking about, and time will be whenever the cutscene starts. Time.
I didn't even realize people were speedrunning Stardew Valley, but I learned that bombs are far more useful for farming than I ever realized. This was definitely one of the more unexpected speedruns out of AGDQ 2022, but surprisingly entertaining and filled with some absolutely incredible glitches.
Basically what it does, it is allows No-Name to open up his inventory in the middle of a cutscene, delete tools to make space for a whole bunch of items that have just spawned in his inventory.
Yeah, you know it's a good start to a farming simulator when the absolute first thing he does is get rid of his farming tools.
So our opening moves are we're gonna blow up our front yard. The way we got all those items at the beginning is because the way dialogue works in this game, or the way you get items during dialogue in this game, is there's basically a hidden ID code somewhere in that dialogue. And then when you do that dialogue, the person will give the item to you when they get to that point in the dialogue. Because what is happening right now is we are filling out multiple bundles before any of the other bundles have spawned. And the game doesn't know how to handle that. So it's going to trigger all of the bundle spawning cutscenes at the same exact time. And when it spawns them, it will simply continue to spawn them. And what I mean by that is every time you layer one of these cutscenes, it will play the other cutscene again. For as many times as you triggered them. There.
Personally, I am a fan of Kaizo Mario. It's the way I tend to make my Mario Maker levels, and it's the type of Mario Maker levels I tend to play. For those unaware, Kaizo Mario is a term that has come to represent insanely difficult mods of Super Mario. I simultaneously love and hate playing these, but especially love watching people suffer as they try to tackle this absolute brutality. And in the most recent AGDQ 2022, Cascade showed off the most difficult Kaizo mod ever showcased before at a GDQ, Casio Mario World, and pulled off some absolutely insane maneuvers.
Just a reminder, this is by far the most difficult Kaizo mod that has been showcased at GDQ, so there's going to be a lot of deaths. That's what happened.
We're going to die more times than anyone else in the history of GDQ. And I hope you're ready, because we're cozy. You know, it's 6 in the morning, we're chilling, we had coffee. So we need this bullet, actually, for the rest of this level. We need to make sure this bullet does not die. So we're gonna do a little like shimmy shake. You know, we're doing a jive, we're having fun.
That muncher staircase
boom, bam,
is
easy.
so unethical.
So this is bumpy skip. It lets you skip half of the section.
It's insanely precise too. It's really, really difficult.
It's extremely precise. And speaking of precise, do you like precise bumpy jumps? Because I don't. but too bad because we're doing one here at the very end of this level. Check this out.
This last jump is really, really rough in the first playthrough.
This is one of the hardest jumps in the game.
Bumpy hitboxes are just terrible.
First try. Nice. Easy. It's the easiest game in GDQ. Also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. 8. Grab the shell. Give it a pokey little kiss. Okay, this is where I cannot.
Yeah, this is very stressful too. He has to do this long ride all the way up through these boom rings while controlling this bubble. So what's really difficult about this is you're bouncing very quickly, and you have to re-grab the jump button to get little hops. And if you re-grab too early, you can hop way too early. And if you re-grab too late, you hop too late. And either one of those things is very easy to do. And then that's
this is time coming up.
It's hard enough to become a master at a game and pull off an impressive speedrun on your own, but with It Takes Two, It's Bytes, and Who is Hyper had to master speedrunning the game together, and they had an amazing run at AGDQ 2022 filled with impressive exploits and funny moments.
So you're going to notice right off the bat, they're going to go into a slide here. And these slides are really important for us because it's the best way to gain speed in this game. And we can get into slides through a couple of ways. We can slide out of sprints, we can slide out of dashes, we can slide out of frog jumps. And we use all of those in different applications to like get speed. They have different like lengths that they can go. But we mostly use the sprint slide jump, as you're going to see them use a ton over here on this side. Because basically the slide jump gives us extra height, it gives us extra distance, and we use that to basically go on top of surfaces that they don't expect you to get.
By grabbing onto the rails on the other side and just get right to the end of the level and kind of ignore a whole Donkey Kong Country friggin' minecart section of the game, where you go all the way around. And now this is the deeply rooted wall climb. More fast action here as they use the light fixtures to get out of bounds here and start climbing up the nooks and crannies in the roots to get up out of bounds, climbing up this extra branch here. They can see the daylight, and now they're gonna slide jump there to carry a lot of momentum and try and dodge a death barrier. Oh my God, Hyper also playing like a man possessed right now. The Hyper's gonna try and come in as low as he can here. There's gonna be some grass that shows up at the bottom of the tunnel, and as soon as he crosses it, he's gonna start pulling up and heading towards the top right. We can see the daylight. And he's
oh my goodness, that was not his plan.
That was so good.
So we're actually gonna intentionally lose a little bit of time here just to show off that you can fly around in the cutscene here. So this is just really funny.
While Resident Evil Village only just released early 2021, the speedrunning community has already lashed onto it, and 7RayD showed us at this recent AGDQ 2022 just how impressive their skill level is by doing a run on not just hardcore mode, but the more challenging Village of Shadows mode. This mode is meant as a New Game Plus mode, but he performs it with 0 of the NG Plus benefits, and glitchless.
And now hopefully everything goes alright, because this is one of the... can be a bit random how this dude behaves.
Yeah, by standing on the staircase, he can avoid the grabs. You see he's trying to grab, but he just can't quite hit Ray. So it's a nice little strategy. It only works on the stairs for whatever reason.
I guess we didn't talk about it, but these doors are weak to cold air, and we basically just, in the first fight, we broke a window to let cold air in. Here we have to open this trap door on the ceiling. We'll let the cold air in. And there you can only damage when they're, I guess, in a cold. Oh, I don't have more. Also paying attention. I didn't get a shotgun shell drop during the castle at all, so that would be considered a little bit bad luck. Makes this fight just a bit slower.
Yeah, luckily with the RNG in this game, on like drops and boxes, none of it can really be like run ending.
Can't think of a better time to donate $50. Resident Evil? Check. Rhythm music game unlock? Check. Kingdom Hearts prizes? Check. A Sega prize pack with multiple games? Double check. Good luck on the runs.
So in this room where basically we need to break these lights, which will stop this fan so we can climb at the top out of here. But there are these like, oh, luckily the flash worked. Yeah, there are these new jetpack enemies introduced. Jetpack soldiers, basically very similar to the other enemies here. But yeah, we just flashbang and run by.
Like Dark Souls, Bloodborne is not only an absolutely incredible game by From Software, but also a load of fun to watch speedruns of. At AGDQ 2018, Jesus Here's Toast gave us a fantastic and incredibly entertaining all bosses speedrun of the game.
We've come to a blood minister and he's cured us, and we wake up here at Yosefka's clinic with the urge to run, and we could hear some sounds coming out the door. What is it? A wolf eating a corpse. So we're quickly gonna run away. Gonna run past all these guys. We have no business with them. Quite frankly, I'm a pacifist. I'm out for my morning run, and I have no reason to kill anything. Now this is sewer skip. We jumped on the ledge, rotate ourselves, line up, jump, plunge, right onto the fence. That's probably the hardest skip in the game. And we just nailed it.
Nice.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna die at GDQ. I'm gonna die at GDQ and it's all your fault, Gascoigne. No, I'm not. I lied. Parry, visceral, get out of here. You try to meme me? You try to meme me? Who do you think you're talking to?
In 2014, TASBot, or a tool-assisted speedrun bot, was used for the Nintendo DS game Brain Age, and here are the results.
Now, you might notice he just blew on it. I don't know what that's going to help.
This works. This works. Trust me.
All right, here we go. This is the intro to figure out how old you are. So 8 minus 8. Anybody know the answer? 0. Okay. 2 times 9. Hey, it's the right answer. Yeah, that works. Well, this is a Japanese game, so. Wait. Did you expect that?
Oh, okay. No, it's restarting. It's restarting.
Okay, it's restarting. We're gonna be good.
I think we're good.
We're gonna be fine. Uh-oh, this doesn't bode well.
I have a donation here from TASBot. It's $325. It says, from TASBot, here's my money.
If you're not actively watching speedruns of a game, there's something special about seeing one of your favorite games on the lineup for GDQ and witnessing just how far the speedrunning community has come, as well as what exploits and skips they found to save precious seconds. For me, that game was Hollow Knight. At AGDQ 2019, visuals showed the world an impressive number of techniques the community had discovered, such as dying and utilizing your own shade for major skips. Team Cherry, creators of Hollow Knight, even hopped on and donated $10,000.
And so here's the first fireball skip. Basically, we use a fireball to keep our height and kind of push us a little bit farther left than we normally would be able to make jumps that we kind of can't. Let's see if we can pull this off. Easy. Nice. There we go. There's some triples. So that's basically the fight. He's gonna stop unless I dash into him and die.
Dude, the face magnet is the hardest attack to dodge.
Oh my god. Get away from me. We're fine. Everyone calm down.
We have a $10,000 donation from Team Cherry 251. Oh my goodness.
Thank you, guys.
Team Cherry 251 says, hey everyone, really excited to be a part of AGDQ. Hope it's another great one. Big thanks to Visuals for running and to the Couch team for the emotional support. Good luck with Path of Pain. And again, let's hear for the Couch as well. Y'all are doing a great job so far. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Of course, while Games Done Quick is known for all of the incredible speedruns on display, the best aspect is that it's a charity event. And this was the moment when Summer Games Done Quick managed to raise a whopping $3 million, and fittingly, right during the epilogue to Chrono Trigger. And there you have some of our favorite highlights from this year's AGDQ, as well as from the past. Games Done Quick is filled with an incredible amount of amazing moments, so let us know what some of your favorites were, and we'll see you next time.